Hello and welcome to another miraculous day here in Bali. Out of other things, today we will be talking about what's happening in Bangkok, Thailand at the end of August and how you can not only travel or have a vacation or spend some time with a conscious companion but also co-create, also expand yourself beyond your conditionings and limiting beliefs. So let's get to the Canggu beach first and elaborate on this. So friends, stepping out of your comfort zones is really difficult, especially when you're surrounded by so many limitations, so many roles. How can you step out? And even if you step out for a vacation, you step out for a party, you come back to the same environment and the sameness of your roles and ego. So how can you go beyond this? How can you make those expanded decisions for yourself? Because the problem isn't outside, it is the pattern and conditioning within. And to deal with it, you not only need to change space for a short time, but also someone who can reflect with you, who can help you reach that potential within, that self which is unhindered by the world within. And if you get both at the same time, it not only calls for fun, celebration and growth and expansion, but also a very conscious participation and contribution towards life. Welcome to the beach. And the intention behind doing anything has to be so strong that when you are presenting it to the world, you talk with wholeness and conviction. And that's what I've been working on. And the systems and the structure and the other aspects of creating a bespoke experience for someone, whether it is here in Bali, or whether it's a short immersion, whether it's an online holistic audit and conceptualization of a specific structure for someone which returns them back to their highest self. To do it requires a lot of self-awareness and intention, and that can't be summed up in money, that can't be summed up in the values of the world. So those who understand the value will never ask the question, how much is it, as the first question. That's important. Those structures are important. But then I'm not creating a system where for people whose first question is, how much will it cost? What value will I get? And what will be the wavelength and the energy that we will share? That's important. The structure as well depends on the specific person. Everyone is a unique energy imprint on this world. You see your bodies, your health, your mindset, everyone is unique. So the structure will be dependent on a human, the person I am going with. Because I am multidimensional and I understand that I can take up many roles. I can be a friend, be a fun companion, enjoy the parties, enjoy the early mornings, go to the temples. I am multidimensional because I am not limited by my identity. I am free from my ego. So for me, I can don those roles, but that role that I will play should complement the person who's visiting. So for me, that's very important that people understand these two aspects. That first of all, it's about value, and secondly, it's a very customized and bespoke experience. So all experiences won't be the same. They will have structure, they will have spaces, they will have a certain aspect of mind, body, soul, energy, financial and environmental practices, but no two structures, no two immersions will be the same. So it's not a one-for-one immersion, it's a one-of-one, because this will never be repeated. And you understand the value of that. When something is specific, bespoke and just made for you, you know the value that you'll get out of it. So give you some energetic relief, show you the Sunday crowds at the Canggu beach before we turn back to the intention today for this video is to tell you what's happening in Bangkok later. It's the same thing that's happened with Bali earlier with some of my clients. Some of my clients who earlier came for immersions to Krabi, Koh Lanta, Bangkok, is the same thing. And I've always quoted the great God Shiva when I tell this to people who are coming in my presence, that God said this, Lord Shiva said this to Goddess Parvati, that if you come to me with doubt, all my answers will instill in you another question. But if you come to me with faith, you will not only yourself enhance, but also enhance my powers of teaching and what is taught. So a doubting mind is hard to change, and doubt is something that is instilled into our conditioning. Oh my God, another retreat, making money, this, that. All those people, I think you're still in the process of developing that awareness of faith and trust in yourself, to have faith and trust in someone else. And I understand that this world is greedy, it has a lot of problems, it has a lot of issues, a lot of other people who are just scamming spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. But for the ones who have good eyes, they will be able to recognize where reality lies and where people lie. So this one-on-one or one-of-one immersion is only for the believers, the people who believe in themselves, who believe in the beauty of their dreams, who are willing to take that leap of faith, because faith is required not only to take a flight, to trust someone else, but to trust yourself beyond what you have taught yourself. So by now, some of you who have stayed here and shown interest in your little subtle ways towards this will understand that it is a refined system for refined beings. And I said what I said before because I wanted to filter out the people who are not devoted to their own presence, who can't withstand a little bit of deep conversation. Because before moving on to the structure, the pricing, and what will we do, we have to first filter out the people who are not meant for this. So I don't want to work with non-refined, unaware people. That's my choice. I want to help people who already are in recognition of their awareness to grow, who are authentic, who are not afraid to be bored for a little time in order to recognize the importance of the simplicity of being in presence. So now, with that being said, I work on the 6 freedom protocol which I created, which helped me articulate and refine the holistic aspects of life, where freedom is not just financial, it's not just having a good body, good relationship, free mind, stresslessness, enoughness, financial freedom, freedom of environment. It's a combination of these 6 pillars, namely mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, financial, and environmental. And when you are finding your own harmony and freedom in all these 6 elements, will you be able to live a life governed by your own awareness, your own energy, by natural force rather than by social limiting patterns, which also have entered into our consciousness and help, or maybe don't help us. They actually make it difficult for us to take decisions. So we will do an audit for you. We will understand the areas of your specific life where we can add, and only after that can we quote a price or find out whether we will be a good fit or not. So it's not a retreat which everyone can attend. Even after you have applied, we will study, both of us, you, me, my team, about you and where are the areas where we can add to your life, and then we will mutually create a path for each other. And why me? Why this guy from the Himalayas, holistic Himalayan Instagram boy, lifestyle within. Why him? Because in a matter of 38 years of living with the kind of freedom that I enjoy and embody and live by and grow, with a number of experiences I've had in different aspects of corporate, business, and different stratas of life with different audiences from all around the world, and also having coached high performers from all around the world deeply, and having been sustaining this good, clean life for the last 21-30 years, even more, writing my books, all the experiences that I've had, it's like stepping into a library where you can get 5,000 days of reading in 1 week's time. So it will save you time, and time is money. Eventually, you will spend all your money to get back 1 or 2 seconds of your life. So remember that. And if you are efficient, if you're a high performer, you'll understand that with the depth of experiences, the 20 certificates, the readings, the everyday sponginess that I live by, and the growth that I do, you would need the right kind of reflective medium with you, the right kind of companion who's not afraid of telling you the bitter truths, and also presenting them in a way where they are practically applicable rather than just dogmas and misinterpretations of spirituality or science. So it will be specific to you, and I am a good person to do this because I live with presence. I teach and give only what I live, and I'm not wanting to own your path, but I want you to own your path, not the patterns of the world. So with that intention, with that depth, and with the knowledge, and with the various schools of life that I have graduated from, I believe that it will be a good match for the right person. And if you're interested, I am here. You can comment, you can see where to contact me, and we can take this conversation forward, because at the end of the day, you're just one leap of faith away from freedom, from making a new life for yourself, from going beyond the different cages of the world, the iron cage, the golden cage, the spiritual cage, the cage that you can't see. Most of them are self-accepted. You have the key, and even the door is open. I'll help you walk out, and then when you see freedom once, whether it's that flight that you take, or the physical flight, whether it's the mental flight you take, the emotional, spiritual, financial flight you take, it will definitely be worth it. Make the best day ever.